Welcome to the Rainbow Bro podcast hosted Macy Price in the Jackson studio recording this episode. One day I'm going to be in a gay mixed marriage, and a new gay marriage was not going to get overturned today. Most people don't care what a consenting adults do on their free time. Let me make something clear. What I'm about to talk about is not a transgender woman. This person is a violent man who should not have been in the women's locker room at the Gold's Gym in LA, California. He was previously had convicted of brutally beating his wife, and her name was Alexis, and he broke her jaw in the process. He pleaded guilty in Ohio. Now he's under a new name, trying to live a new life. Okay, you have a violent man in the locker room where young girls or women are not protected. He was walking around with his bicycle out, and Tish was trying to say something to get him out of the locker room, and nobody cared about that. So one man finally stood up to him. This was Kyle Grant Freeman. This guy was the one who was in the locker room. He is not a transgender woman. This is a violent man who is a woman beater who was convicted of brutally beating his wife in Ohio and not taking her last name. That is some that is some serious stuff right there. So we're standing behind Trish as an LGBT community, and we need you guys. We do need you guys to make sure you know the difference between that and a transgender woman. He wasn't a doll. He's a violent man who was convicted of brutally beating his wife and breaking her jaw in other places too. So that's what we're here to talk about in this episode and other things too. Now, I understand that they overturn abortion, but abortion is a woman ending a pregnancy. Same sex marriage is two consenting adults getting married. Most of the time, it is two consenting adults deciding to do gay marriage. Yes, I understand that Americans are not taking marriage seriously these days. They see it as a joke. Joke is not a joke. Now, Kim from Kentucky was married 4 times. 4 times. Divorced 4 times with multiple affairs. And she thinks she's qualified to talk about, you know what, marriage. No, you are not qualified to talk about marriage. If you have multiple affairs, multiple marriages, 4 times, 4 marriages, 4 divorces, and multiple affairs, and you want to get in the way of two consenting adults trying to get married and trying to live their lives. You know, this is comical. Absolutely comical. No, I'm not pro-choice or pro-life. Yes, I'm progressive, conservative, lesbian, or in the middle. Certain things I might say that are more conservative, and I might see some things that are in the middle. I am not like hardcore conservative, hardcore liberal like this. I don't understand our independent voters who are saying, well, because conservative and liberal policies are two different things. So when you guys are saying, "Oh, I want to vote only for some conservatives, some liberals," like we need you guys to understand, liberals and conservative policies are two different things. I rock with the old school pride flag. That what represents me. I'm an LGBT lesbian. I'm not a part of the LGB or the 2S LGBTQI plus community. Okay? I swear to goodness they're working together. I feel like the LGB and the 2S LGBTQI plus community is working together. I feel like they're working together. Okay, they're like, come to my side, this side. No, I'm an LGBT person. I still find queer as a homophobic slur or a political term. That's what I see queer as. And you can get in my comment section and argue with me about what queer means to you. For me, that's what it means to me. Okay, and I'm having an out the loop blast on my Twitch. You know, I hit my milestone on Wednesday. I was looking at my phone in my bed, chilling in my bed with my quilt, and I saw that I hit my milestone. Whoop whoop! I feel like it now is a lot easier for streamers to hit that milestone on Twitch than before. 'Cause I could not hit that milestone. Mind you, I started in 2021 on Twitch. Now I'm finally hit that milestone, and hopefully sooner than later, I'll be hooked up on Twitch making a little bit of money. You guys need to be mindful. Most of us are amateurs at this. Most of us are amateurs, a lot of us are just doing this on the side, and our main income comes from working a 9 to 5 or working a double, 2 shift, 3 shift, 5 job, 8 job, how many jobs you work. And a lot of you guys want to get extreme with your views. Running in the left, want to get extreme, more money, more extreme, more money. No, you don't understand that. They're gonna fire you or they won't hire you because they realize you are a nut job and they don't want a nut job as their worker. Be a little more mindful, okay? And yes, when I be streaming on my Twitch channel is just a gaming channel. Just a gaming channel where you guys can just sit back and chill and be have fun with me. I have to work on the chatting room and also when I stream also at the same time. So I can get to talk to you guys. I don't want you guys to think I'm annoying you, especially when I'm playing my UFC game. I really want to focus on the fight. And yeah, I know the streaming did not go as planned last night. It kind of was like, eh. Yeah, no, so I don't want that for you guys. So hopefully tonight, hopefully it goes a little more smoother than this. I know as a fact that I'm probably going to buy my Call of Duty game. I'm probably gonna buy my Call of Duty game. I see that happening. And then another game. I'm kind of thinking of my Call of Duty game and my soccer game. It was formerly known as FIFA, now known as FC 26. Okay, when my FIFA game was absolutely flawless, I knew something was up. I knew something was up when my game was absolutely flawless. I know I'm slacking on. I know I'm slacking on doing my gaming clip for you guys. I do apologize for that. I'll be posting them very soon. Right. Thank you guys so much for listening to my AI music. I had created and I had created an American LGBTAI mixed genre band. And so far, you guys are really enjoying the music. And thank you guys so much. I feel like YouTube enjoying the music more than any other platform I have right now. You know, Paul Pierce, your absolute legend, probably a Hall of Fame. If you're not in the Hall of Fame, you'll probably be in the Hall of Fame sooner than later. But Paul Pierce, this is not a good idea. Why are you on your podcast? Your nickname is The Truth, and you're claiming you're telling the truth. Okay, right. You're saying that a man should cheat on his girl so she knows how loyal she is. That is not a good idea. Let's not note that. Okay, you must have heard it from a woman who said you should cheat on your boyfriend to see if he's loyal or not. Come on, you guys. I know we're better than this. Come on. You can't be cheating on somebody. And then I know this is still wrong. I know if you had a million or billion of dollars, people will stay with you because of the money. Because if you had like $2 or 50 cents, $50 in your bank account, they would have said, "That's not a Vista, baby. I'm not staying here." Because you got a lot of this, that's why they're staying with you. Look at Conor McGregor's wife or fiance. We know what he's doing towards her. She knows she's getting used, and she's cheating on her, and everything else. I don't know if that's loyalty or stupidity. Which one is it? I like Conor McGregor as a fighter, but as a person, Oklahoma. This is a serial killer in the making, and you had a chance to put him away for 7 decades. Instead, you let him walk. He brutally raped and attempted to murder his ex-girlfriends. At the time they were mine, now they're adults. That's the kind of serial killer in the making. Like he had no remorse what he did to those girls. Now they're adults. When somebody can brutally do that to women or anybody, that's a serial killer in the making, and you had a chance to put him behind bars for life. Instead, you let him walk. That is scary to see and scary to witness. That's who you let walk. You know, you guys are slapping him on the wrist. Like you thought he sold a candy bar at 3 o'clock in the morning because he was drunk. No, that's not the person you slapped the wrist on. You need to put certain people behind bars, men and women. I truly worry about those two women and her family's safety. Like, what? That's insane. Like, come on now. You know, that's crazy. I have water in my cup. You know, it's absolutely crazy. Now I am the goat in rocket racing and blitz royal on Fortnite. I'm trying to join. It's the tournament in Fortnite. So you have to do the 2EA thing on Fortnite. It's crazy. I really want to join the events. Do I feel like I need more gaming teams in my home state? Should we do girls and boy team, or should we do co-ed teams? What do you guys think? Should we do girls team and boys team, or should I do co-ed team where a boy and a girl both can join together? Yeah, now I'm mostly a PlayStation gamer though. So I'm wondering if the PC is a lot easier for them to do for the events or not. 'Cause we need more PlayStation events. We need more PlayStation events. I did change my gaming name to something more professional. I'm formerly known as Puerto Rican Assassin 007. Then I'm trying to go the more professional way. And then people were like, "Are you two people?" I'm like, "No, I'm the same person." Oh, that true? So I kind of had to do the same thing together like this, and make it into one person only. And also, guys, I am Macy the Ace Prince. It has a ring to it, you know. It has a ring to it. You know, a lot of gamers like to name themselves after food, and it's really cool. You know, you can do gaming on YouTube and Twitch, other platforms too. You have to shut off your music on YouTube on your video games so they don't copyright you. I used to shut off my music on Madden 26 and they still copyrighted me. And I'm like, how do you copyright me on Madden 26 if I shut off the music? How does that work? If anybody plays that stupid ass music from Roblox, you deserve to get blocked. You are not blocked. You deserve to get copyrighted from YouTube if you're going to play that stupid ass music from Roblox. You deserve it. You know, it's absolutely stupid. The stupid ass music. You know, now I listen to all types of genres of music. Alright, my ears are open wide and ready to go. Yeah, now we know these dating podcasts are all the same. Women will say all men are terrible, they're not good men. And then men will say all women are terrible, they're not good women. It's all the same things they say, but we tune in anyway because it's funny and it's entertaining to watch. Like when Body Blue and Andrew Tate was on the same podcast together. That was the most entertaining podcast in 2025. Now, gay men, I know you're being tricked by straight men. Straight men who have their pants past their ass. You're sending a message. And gay men are thinking that's the message you're trying to send to them. And consent wise, it's all about consent. All right, make sure it's consent. We need to make sure both people are saying yes. Then go ahead. One person saying no and another person saying yes, that's not consent. That is the other word. Okay, we need to make sure both people are consenting first. The reason why I'm bringing this up because there are certain people who are telling Generation Z that you do not need consent if you're in a relationship or marriage. That is not true. That is RAPE. That is what that is. Okay, that is not SEX. No, it is not. Now I know certain lesbians and certain gays or guys are not asking the certain questions. Okay, I know there's certain gays that are like no lesbians, top, bottom, versatile, and then there are pillow princess or dominant top, but there is a term in the gay men's community where they say they're a side. A side means that they only go down on their partner. That's what basically what a side means. I think it's bullshit when they say that sexuality is fluently. No, it is not. Not fluently. It's not flexible. No, it is not. Get your mind checked. End of the day, you're gay, bi, or bisexual. Okay. End of the day, you like what you like. But I don't understand these 101 sexualities for no damn reason. No. End of the day, End of the day, you want the bicycle or the box or both. Stop this nonsense. This is out of control, and we need to stop it. All right. When I say I'm an LGBT gay, I mean I'm an LGBT gay or lesbian. I use both terms. Gay, the LGBT, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender or transsexual, either or. Now me personally, I won't goof around with somebody's a pillow princess or a dominant top. It's not for me. I am masculine at the end of the day, so that lets me know that you're femme. You're femme if you want a dominant top, and that is fine, right? Now here's the catch for me. I said I was attracted to femme women in the past. That is so true. But I feel like I'd be in a better relationship with a woman who was a power femme. A power femme and a masculine woman will probably do the trick for me. For me, you can't have two masculine women in one relationship because they're gonna be butting heads like this. Because they're both are trying to battle being the alpha in the relationship. Like they're gonna have to chest out like this, trying to battle each other and say I am the one that runs the relationship. Femme and masculine bounce off of each other in a well balanced relationship. It's a well balanced relationship. The femme and masculine bounce off of each other. It's a really good relationship. The femme and masculine, because of course you'll have the masculine man, and then you got the femme woman in a straight relationship. So we're kind of mocking that in the gay sense. You know, why was Oregon struggling against a well decorated wrestling program in sports? In football, my bad, in football. I was quite confused. Did you see what Ohio State was doing? Ohio State was struggling in the first quarter. And Ohio State, did the coach have to remind you guys that you are the defending champion? You have to protect the throne? In the first quarter, they were just. And in the second quarter, the coach said, hey man, we're the defending champions. We gotta protect the throne. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do. Like, we're like, what was going on with Ohio State that game? I was highly confused. Like, huh? LSU, you were lazy. You're a lazy ass. Frank, you're not doing too bad as a coach. Okay, you're not doing too bad as a coach. But you were the assistant coach to Coach Kelly. So you watched him lead the team to the iceberg. Like, why? I don't know why Frank is in the. I don't know why Frank is in. I am non-typical. Okay, I'm non-typical. So this is what's going on right now. I'm non-typical. I'm trying to think of what I'm saying right now. It's in my mind, but it's not coming out correctly now. Okay, so Frank is now saying, there you go. Frank is having his state pride. Oh, I'm state pride. Anybody can have state pride. Can you lead LSU to a victory against Arkansas? Okay, the one game I do not want to lose to, and LSU should not be losing to, is this game. This game. Okay. LSU football. remind me. Don't remind me. I am talking about K. So, hold on. Okay, I do not want LSU losing to Western Kentucky University. We can't lose against them. No way, Jose. Right, something gotta give. After that, something gotta give with LSU. We're on the ranked as a D1 college. Are you kidding me? When we lost against Vanderbilt took our pride. Vanderbilt took everything from LSU. Ever since they lost against Vanderbilt, everything managed to crumble for their asses. Right? Something gotta give. Now, I always argued that Ohio State should be ranked number one because they just won a national championship. People are arguing that Ohio State should not be ranked number one because they're not playing as number one team. I understand that, but if you win a national championship, you are ranked number one. Now, here's the catch for me. LSU women's basketball team, are you making your own schedule? Okay, because you're getting these small schools, these schools that I don't even know even existed, and you're just blowing them out of the water. Yeah, now you're blowing them out of the water. And I feel like LSU needs to have a team meeting with the women's basketball team, have a team meeting with Kim. And let's get Kim going, maybe on a football side. I do not care about who your daddy is. I don't care who your daddy is. I care about LSU. Okay, your last performance, you should have been benched after your last performance. Instead, he puts you in the game. It puts you in the game. Why? Finally, in the third or fourth quarter, you change your quarterback. LSU. Why? Why? Washington Commanders. You knew he was struggling in the game against the Seattle Seahawks. You let him continue. He was struggling in the first, second, third, and fourth quarter. Right? So you let him continue to struggle in the fourth quarter. Then in the fourth quarter, like 6 minutes or 7 minutes in the fourth quarter, he has a gruesome arm injury where he dislocates his elbow. Gruesome arm injury where the point you want to look away like this. You don't want to look at it. You should have took him out the game sooner than later, and that was not going to happen to him. He's already injury prone, right? It was your fault that he got injured because I know sports. I know you. I know you get injured playing sports. I know. But like when you had a chance to take him out the game, you should have. You should have took him out the game. Madrix, when you traded him to the LA Lakers, joke's on you. Now you got an injury-prone player, Anthony Davis, an injury-prone player. I'm not trying to laugh. Don't get me wrong, Anthony. You are right. You do have one of the greatest wingspan in a long time in NBA. But whenever you're gonna basketball court, your ass is getting injured. Oh, my back. Oh, my head. Oh, my arm. Oh, my leg. Oh, my foot. Oh, my face. Oh, my hair. Every time you get on the basketball court, you're getting injured. What is going on? Now I learned this, guys. I learned this. Okay, I learned this from a coworker. Now, it's all right. They have turf fields. They have turf fields on NFL games. They have turf fields. This is why the NFL players are blowing out their legs right, left, and center. I was wondering, like, why is the NFL player blowing out their legs left, right, and center? Like, what is going on? What is going on with these NFL players? I'm not talking about that average hamstring injury. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how these are like literally dislocating their leg, blowing out their ligaments. It was like, my goodness. I was not thinking this was going on. Like, it was this season, guys. It's the season where they're literally blowing their legs out. It's insane. I don't know if he was in shock or was he guaranteed that million because he was smiling. He was like this, and we all saw his leg dislocate, and his ligaments basically went with it. And you can see by his parents, right? His parents, like, oh my goodness, is that my son? Is that my son? Because no parent wants to see their child in that kind of way. It was crazy what happened to him. You know, I know it a lot of pride comedy yesterday on football. Cause now, okay, I think I found something, guys. Well, I think the New York Giants coach got fired. Let me see. Yep, they had fired him. Yep, they had fired him after 4 seasons with a losing streak. So 4 seasons they're claiming with a losing streak. That is so true. That is so true. That is so true. I was wondering that, like, was it the coach? I felt like it was the coach and Russell. Russell should be retiring. Russell needs to retire. I don't know what Russell's doing. Your ass needs to retire. The Miami Heat. You guys are at least trying. No, you guys are at least trying. That's all I care about. If you guys are literally trying. Oh, okay, okay. Let's rewind the clock. The New York Giants quarterback the New York Giant quarterback, the rookie one, had a concussion. Okay, that makes sense. So the New York quarterback had a concussion, and that's why Russell had to come in. Okay, that makes sense. I know Cam, man. Cam is a wild one. Cam is crazy. I don't know what they put in Cam's pancakes or cereal growing up, because he's crazy. I know Cam is injured, but he's absolutely crazy. He's loony. He's absolutely crazy. Like, what is going on over there? Crazy, I tell you. Absolutely insane. I know that LGBT people, I like watching crazy LGBT TikTokers while not is acting stupid. And it looks bad on us, so we do get a chuckle at it. But I also want to highlight positive LGBT people also on our platforms, like myself and other YouTubers that like to talk on bigger platforms than us. I like to watch American and also international LGBT people. It is a lot of fun. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. We do not need Pride Night in sports. Pride Night belongs downtown somewhere in your town or city. We don't need the pride flag in sports. I run with the old school pride flag, but we need the national anthem and we need the American flag in sports. Time and place for pride flags and pride nights. There are children in the crowd who does not need to see the pride flag or pride night. Like, there's nothing wrong with pride night. It does not belong in sports. Can we investigate these football players' sorts? They're shorter than female sorts, and that's saying something. Don't do what I just did. Okay, it is insane. There's nothing wrong with booty shorts. There's nothing wrong with booty shorts. But there is a time and place for booty shorts. Seriously. Who's cutting these shorts? Are they cutting themselves? Are they cutting their shorts by themselves? What is going on with these shorts? I just want to know what was going on with these shorts. That's all I want to know. Alright, guys. I see you guys soon. And be safe. Do not drink or drive. Call an Uber, call Lyft, or a family or a friend. Don't risk it and stay home.